Cheers. Cheers. Okay, I'm going to double check that I am in the right group. I always have to do that. So bear with me. Because there's several groups and I want to make sure that I'm just in the right one. Here we go. We were trying to hook up a speaker system and ran into a couple of snags. So we're going to work on it afterwards. How are you guys? How are you? I feel like my screen is a little crooked, but we'll go on. We'll make it work, right? Okay. Welcome, welcome. I hope your Christmas was absolutely wonderful. Ours was, everybody came to my house and it was great. We had Chinese food. Yeah, we didn't do regular ham and turkey. We did something just a little different. And so it was kind of fun. And we had some a visitor that was so good to have him here, and we watched movies. It's a Wonderful Life. We watched that. Had to stop it for a minute and do a FaceTime with the other side of the family, and then go on and finish out our movie. Okay, well, I wanted to jump on here this evening and just share a couple of things. Now, Saturday, Vicki and I will be going live at 10 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Mountain Time. And I wanted to just jump on here and I wanted to just jump on here and share with you some of the products some of the tools that we're going to be using on Saturday, because we try to keep Saturday to like 35 minutes. And sometimes that's just not enough time to be able to, get some details in. So tonight I'm going to do a little bit of details regarding Saturday. And then maybe Vicki will be able to jump on during the week and share the tools for her portion of Saturday. And so let's see, can I bring this close enough? Let's see, the look we're going to do on Saturday is smoldering moss, and it looks pretty dark. But it's not really dark. I'm looking at the lighting here. It's not really dark. Just the printing of this makeover makes it appear to be dark. But I think what Vicki and I want to share with you is that irregardless of the look, I'm trying to not let the ring light kind of shine in my eyes or my glasses. Anyway, the idea is that you're going to get to see the same makeover look on two different complexions. Vicki has an ivory skin tone and I have a medium beige skin tone. And so I'm super excited about Saturday. It's all about New Year's Eve makeovers. All week long is about New Year's Eve and ringing in the new year, whether you're ringing in the new year indoors or outdoors, staying at home or going to a celebration. The point is that the new year is upon us and we're here to celebrate, and just thrilled about 2023, creating a more confident me in 2023. Okay, I'm going to pull out some goodies out of my Mary Kay bag, and I'll share with you a little bit about each and every one of them. Tools that I think everybody should have. Every household in America should have a sonic cleansing brush to utilize with their cleanser, either in a liquid form or a bar, right? And the sonic brush sells for $75. And I'm sure that your consultant has a special for you, maybe a New Year special, or out with the old and in with the new. But the sonic brush, it vibrates. It's sonic, so therefore it vibrates. It doesn't spin, it vibrates over 200 times a second. I mean, my hands can't go that fast, right? Can yours go that fast? Mine can't. So this tool is for your skincare portion. And this tool is for, these are all the glamour brushes. And I don't really want to pull this bow off, but let's see if I can pull it off and just kind of share with you. These are 5 basic brushes that comes in our, there we go, comes in our brush sets. And they look like this. It's a blush brush, a powder brush, and 3 eye brushes. There's an all over brush, a blending brush, and an angle brush. Okay. Are there more brushes that you can fit into your pouch? Absolutely. Absolutely. These pouches fit a lot of stuff. And this goes inside, and this is $58. And of course, the Sonic, it's called Skinvigorate, but it is a Sonic cleansing brush. Let's see if I can slide this right over. And I will probably do it a little bit later. Okay, so that we can go on. By the way, you guys comment below, share with us any questions that you might have. Thank you for those watching live, and thank you for those who will be watching the replay. Definitely. I have some water in my cup. It's hot water because it's getting cold and it helps me to stay warm. Okay, so you saw the first 2, the Skinvigorate brush and then the Glamour brush set. Now, I want to show you some pairing of some products. So throughout the week, when you see different events here, I want you to know that 2 of the tools that I will use on Saturday, I'm pulling them out of the box. These are each $16. One's a concealer and one is an under eye corrector that we use as a highlighter. I use the under eye corrector and then the deep beige concealer. And I use them together. They're each $16 and they are a dynamic set. Something that I feel, I don't know if you can really tell if they're 2 different, yeah, you can. 2 different colors. One's a beige and one's like a highlighter. So the white, the light color, remember you highlight on the inside and contour on the outside. So I'll put those 2 away. That's a set that I feel is very, very important to really hook your New Year's Eve look. We all need the tools, right? Definitely. Okay, so let's see what else is inside our toolbox, if you will. And that is, so you can do either a crayon contour. There's Sculpt 1 and Sculpt 2. One's a lighter one, one's a darker one. I'll pull one of them out. These were a limited edition. Your consultant may or may not have this. This one is the Sculpt 2. So it is darker. And I can use, my skin tone can use either one. I probably favor the darker one. So let me hold them up. I'm trying to put them away as I use them. And I shouldn't because I've got to reference them. So one is light and one is dark. They were $16 each. And if your consultant does not have one, then let me show you the powder that you can use. So you could do it in crayon or powder form. The crayon was a special edition. And the powder is a regular line item. Okay. And I'll show you. I have it here by itself. Here is the highlighter by itself. They come in like a little clamshell like this. And you close it and it fits in a compact. Or now I'll open up my compact real quick and show you on this end right here. You can see the colors I use the most, huh? So this is a contour, the light latte. It's called latte, not light. It is a lighter color and it is latte. And then the darker one is called cocoa. Okay. And that's what you use with the brush to contour here and on the bridge of the nose, tip, your forehead, so forth and so on. Now, I'm sorry, I believe these were 14 because the powder form of the highlighter and contour is 14 as well. And it looks like this. Let's see, can you see that okay? There you go. And then you drop it into a compact. Our compacts are magnetic, so it just drops in there. Okay, now the other thing I wanted to show you is, so these are just kind of the tools, the level up tools that help to really make your full makeover look. And that would be the finishing spray, which is $18. This is called Scandinavia. The box looks like this. Okay. Scandinavia. Okay, there we go. Scandinavia, $18. This is a setting spray, a finishing spray rather. So you hold the bottle. These are brand new, so I'm not going to spray it, but you hold the bottle about 6 to 8 inches from your face and you spray in an X, okay? I do an X and then I do a plus sign because I have oily skin. And so I need a little extra. I'm a little extra, right? Anyway, and then I set that setting spray, finishing spray. I use this every day, but especially like for weddings, or I use it every day. I mean, when don't you want to set whether you do a little or a lot of makeup, don't you want to set it? Yeah. And that finishing spray does just that. Now here is the silky setting powder. This does deposit color onto the skin. This sells for $20. This is a medium beige, which is my color. I just pulled from my inventory. Let me close this lid. All the products that I would use, but in a brand new one instead of showing you mine, so that it's all nice and fresh and clean and ready to go for you. Anyway, here is what the setting powder looks like. Sells for $20. The color that I use is medium to beige, and it comes in light beige, medium to beige, deep beige. There's 3 or 4 different ivory colors that it comes in. So it's not just about the beige. I'm just talking about the beige because that's what I will be using. I had to snap this. That's what I will be using on Saturday. So this is $20. It's a setting powder and just helps to really set your foundation. Okay, and I use it right after the finishing spray. Yes, the finishing spray can be used at the very end after all your makeup is on. I have a tendency to use it right after my foundation to help set that foundation. Okay, makes sense? Anyway, these are a few different sets that we have, and I'm going to review them very, very quickly. Invigorate brush to clean your face. It's a sonic brush. Sells for $75. The Glamour brush set is $58 and has 5 brushes in it. And then we have the contour and your highlighter in a light and a dark, crayon or powder, whichever you prefer. They're $14. I should say the powder is a regular line item, whereas the crayons were a special edition. So check with your consultant if she has them. And then probably my favorite is the concealer and the under eye corrector. They're each $16. And I mix them 50-50. You'll see on Saturday that Vicki and I will be doing it. And we're going to do it in 2 phases. Phase 1 is the preparation, me, and phase 2 is the color, and that is Vicki. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you will not only join us, but I hope you will invite 3 friends so that 1 or 2 can maybe join you. And the last set that I shared with you is the finishing spray. Finishing spray is $18, and our setting powder is $20. And these sets is what kind of takes your makeup up to that next level. I know that I'm excited about the new year. Creating a more confident me in 2023 is our theme. And the new color is a blue color, the color for the year. I'm trying to think, a digital blue, I believe it is. And we'll be talking about what the different colors mean and stuff like that. Again, I hope you invite 3 friends to join us. I think we're just a number of people away from having 400, either 400 or 500 in this private Facebook event group. And that's because of you. You guys, we want to wish you a happy new year. Of course, we're going to see you on Saturday. And I want to share with you real quick the different times. Monday night, of course, 8 to 8:35. And we've got about 10 minutes left. I don't know if I'll take up that time or not. Tuesday night is inside Rock Your Fabulous. That's at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let me get a drink. Okay, so Tuesday night is 6 p.m. inside Rock Your Fabulous. And then Thursday night at 5 and 8 p.m. we have spa suites. 5 and 8 p.m. Pacific, and there's 5 different spas to choose from. There's Glamour, there's Age Define, which is repair. Or I should say for those who, for the more advanced signs of aging. And then Spa Beauty is for the 3D. And we have Hydra Session and Foot Fantasy, which is foot care and body care. So lots, you know what, guys? Everybody's schedule is so busy. It's so busy. And so maybe you can't do an in-person appointment with your consultant, but you can jump on one of the events that are held virtually. Maybe you would like that little extra touch and to be able to do it in person because you need that feel, touch, smell sense. It's what works for you. Your consultant more than likely works a hybrid business. And what that means is that she does it both virtually and in person. And so when you mix them, it creates a hybrid business. And I love that we can do that. I love that we have the freedom and flexibility to do exactly that with and around our existing commitments. I want to encourage you to watch the posts throughout the week because we're going to be posting some quick tips, makeup tips and whatnot. It's all leading up to New Year's Eve. Tomorrow night is New Year's Eve makeovers at 6 p.m. inside Rock Your Fabulous. And that is with a group of us. And so you won't see me on the screen, but you will see I believe it's Katrina and one of the other directors. And I love the variety of pulling together with other directors. And then Thursday, of course, is on a Zoom. And so it is like not in any of the Facebook book groups, nor is it recorded. Okay. But then Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Mountain Time, Vicki and I, Lavender, and she's Lace, will do our self-care Saturday session. And it's all about the makeover look for New Year's Eve that we call, let me grab it right here, that we call Smoldering Moss. It looks like this. It's greens, all about the greens on both an ivory skin tone and a medium beige skin tone. You guys, I can't believe it's the last week of the year. Can you believe that? Oh my gosh, I hope everybody's Christmas was wonderful and that you're looking forward to the new year. Maybe you've set some goals, maybe some personal goals, some professional goals, some spiritual goals, and just drawing closer to the Lord and letting him lead and guide you. Definitely. I want to share with you a little bit about the opportunity we're going to be sharing on Saturday. And I invite you once again, as we close, to invite 3 friends so that 1 or 2 will be able to join us on Saturday. And I will see you then. We're going to be posting the set sheets where you can see kind of the pricing. I want to encourage you to comment below when you watch the replay, all of your questions. And one more thing, I want to ask you, what would you like to see in 2023? What kind of education, what kind of tutorial would you like to see? Is it on lashes? Is it on eyebrow? Is it on eyebrows? Is it on, like the arch of the eyebrows? Is it, cheek structure? Where is it that you need your help? As my hair gets kind of wild, where is it that you need your help? That's what we're here for, is to help you so that we all grow together. Okay. Remember, you are blessed to be a blessing. Now go out and be a blessing this week. And I'll see you either Tuesday or Thursday or Saturday morning, where Vicki and I come together for a New Year's Eve makeover look. I will be doing in-person makeovers on Thursday and Friday. Thursday is at 1 o'clock and Friday is at 4 o'clock, so that we can accommodate those working during the day. And so if you have questions on that, PM me. Have a great evening. Bye now.